Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. So, first things first, those of you watching on YouTube, I want to apologize for the quality because I didn't even pay attention to how bad the quality was. But honestly, I don't know how to change that. I'm just recording via OBS the same way as I am streaming. And I just kind of post the VODs on there as on YouTube as well, so it's probably just gonna stay the same. Sorry. But I can give you at least a little bit of taste of what's going on, and it'll keep the VODs up beyond the like 2 week limit of Twitch, which is cool. You can still see the moves and stuff. Other than that, Invitationals this weekend, nothing's changed there. We did have to I had to send in my team by noon. Well, for me it was noon today. And so I sort of didn't get to like really refine the team as much as I wanted. But we got what we got. So today and maybe tomorrow we're just going to be practicing with it. I think that's kind of it. I'm still in the process of trying to make a club for new players. So if you're a new player and interested in joining, you can shoot me a message on Discord. My name's still just Magnetonics. I'm on the main Temtem Discord, and I'll probably make a post somewhat soon, but making a Discord server that's not horrible can actually takes way more time than I thought. So I'm kind of in the process of doing that slowly, but it's also like if I'm gonna sit online for a little while, I'd rather just play Temtem and get some practice in. Try and not get last place at the Invitational. Not that last place is bad, it's a really tough competition, and like 3 or 4 of us are like bound to get it. But my goal is to not get last place, so I'm gonna practice to achieve that end. I will now queue up. My week's been kind of crazy, and it's not stopping here. Tomorrow I gotta drive around, and I'm not sure if I'll even be able to stream. If I do, it might be a bit later than usual. Don't know, depends. I didn't even get to stream yesterday. But I'm not sure how much practice is going to help at this point. I'm playing, like, the Melee Core is a team I've played a lot over the last couple. I picked the original instead of the modified one because Pro Team. Oops. That's a bit unfortunate. But facing Savannah Lion. Well, only half of our team we're still using, but it's kind of funny. He's also got a 2/2/2 Vine core. He's actually, yeah, he's got the. I wonder if he's using a pro team as well because he has the 2/2 but not the 2 Vine, and I have the 2 Vine but not the 2/2. This is really goofy now. He bans my 2/2. I could do the same. He doesn't have any great ways to deal with Magmut, so I'm probably going to play around it. And the biggest thing that annoys Magmut is Toxic Ticks from Nidrasil. But if I just leave Pig to roam free, Bamboozles are going to be awful. So I'm going to ban the Pig. It looks to me like a stall team, but it could very easily be a bruiser team. Like, that could be a Debris Typhoon Pig, a Friendship Pig. It could very well be. So he goes with Venmet first. I'd like to pick Saku for my narco hits, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be an option. I'll pick Volgon here so that he doesn't get his aggressor boost because it's short circuit Volgon. It also, he won't be able to P-jab with Mashuk, which is cool. I'll probably just swap out Magma turn 1 because it doesn't have a good turn 1. Warm Cuddle got buffed, so it's actually alright, but I can't show off, which is what I'd like to do because of my own short circuit. The Ninja still is still available to ban, but I think I'm going to ban the 2-2 just so I don't have to deal with tag team shenanigans. Also, I don't have a lot of things that can hit melees, so I'm just gonna get rid of the 2-2. Saku can hit these two because they're melees, so I'll bring that. I'm gonna bring Scaravolts, T-Strike, plus Burns with Fire Tornado, or a Magma Cannon, and then Fire Tornado to nuke stuff. Would be really good into these last 3 Tims. I might even just bring the Scaravolt in right away for the Magma. And then, just because I don't, these two kind of are going to be an issue for me. And I want to deal with them as soon as possible. Plus if he swaps out the Mashuk because it's tireless and can't get a boost in front of Volgon, then I'd want to get holds off of Fire Tornado to deal with the backline. So Gario deals with Anatan, but basically nothing else. Tuvine helps with Mashuk and Ninjasil, but also doesn't deal with anything very well. I think I'm gonna bring it though. If I bring Gario, and that's a striking Mimit, he could steal it and get an Earth type, which would be kind of bad for me. Because otherwise he doesn't have any ways to get an Earth type to kill my Scaravolt, Magmuts, and Volgon easily. So it's actually a parrier Venmet because it did not get the aggressor boost. Even though I'm short circuit, it would have procced. So I'm going to swap my Magmut as I said, and then I'm going to Thunder Strike Venmet just to get some damage on it. Its special defense is lower than its physical defense. I'll double Electric Storm next turn. It's a P-jab. He's about to be very disappointed. Yep, that's fine. Now, he wants to swap Nidrasil onto this board because it resists both electrics, but then he has to deal with fire from Scaravolt, so he's not going to. He stays in on both, so that's really good for me, get some damage. He'll probably just focus down Volgon at this point. Definitely seems like a tireless Mashuk. Because of how little stamina, or how much stamina it lost. Oh, I guess it's used 2 attack, so maybe it's parrier just with the low stamina. Alright, now is when I'm going to swap in my Magmuts. Because it will... This Mashuk is helicopter kicking, so my Magmut will still be full health after that. And then I will T-strike the Venmet just to finish it off if I get the chance. At this point I don't care if Volgon dies. Yep, there's the heli kick. Base jump on Volgon. It does not OX. My Volgon has Adrenaline shot, so it can still attack. I honestly forgot about that. I was like, why do I not have a 3-turn rotation on this Volgon? That's why. If this Mashuk is tireless... Oh, that's very interesting. So if Mimit steals one of these two here, I actually don't think... I don't think it'll get the speed boost because of Short Circuit Volgon. Even if it kills Volgon, I don't think it gets the boost. I'm just gonna Electric Storm, get some damage on both of them. Volgon dies for sure before Magma uses its move, and then Magma gets the show off. So he uses it on Magma, doesn't get the speed boost. Hello, Cortez, welcome. I'm now hoping this is not a Tireless Mashuk with a 3-turn rotation on moves. Or 4-turn, because it's turn 4. It is Tireless, that is very sad. I guess now the issue is I have to break through my own Magmut. Likely gonna see a swap on Mashuk here, and then like an Oshidashi on my Tuvine. Tuvine's got really high defense, and if this Mimit doesn't have an offense invest, it'll take it just fine. And neither of his swaps here are good. Anatan is just going to take an Oshi next turn. It's Fake Beard, actually, instead of... It's even got Self-Care, so it's just kind of risky in my opinion, because it can easily push off that Invigorized. So now I Oshi and Feathergat the Anatan. My Magma should be faster and just nuke the thing. If he swaps into Mashuk, Mashuk should die to the Feathergatling, and then I'll just get chip on the Mimit. If he swaps to Nidrasil, Nidrasil will be in bad shape. I don't know if it'll die or not. And then my Tuvine can take at least one more hit. And it'll be faster and get another hit off as well, which is nice. I have a very purple board here. It's kind of a really goofy board on both sides, though. See Warm Cuddle. He's trying to save stamina now. Yeah, that Anatan just got nuked to another planet. I'm hoping a Turbine plus Warm Cuddle kills Nidrasil. If it doesn't, that'll be a little sad, but I think I can still manage. Getting the Toxic Ticks on my Magma, which makes sense. He really wants this thing knocked out. Okay, Nidrasil's down, that's huge. So the reason I'm sending in Saku here is because Magmite, even at +4, cannot finish off Mashuk from this health. So I have to Warm Cuddle. What a world to see Magmite to be the biggest threat on both sides. I didn't even mean to bring the Magmite. I clicked the wrong team. Yeah, Magmite is really not fantastic in this meta. It's got a lot of weaknesses. Biggest thing I've used it for in the past is that it completely walls Gialis, which is really nice. But this is not a meta where it is able to do that. So we do get the boomerang off, so Mashuk goes down before it can scale anymore and be a threat. However, my Saku unfortunately also goes down. This may come down to him having more stamina on his Mimit than I do on my Magmet. We know that the Mimit has some speed invest, so he will outspeed my Scaravolt for sure. But if he uses Warm Cuddle instead of Oshidashi, he might not kill. Yep, and Oshidashi means he has to take a pretty decent OX. I'm still losing in health right now because of the Toxic Ticks from Nidrasil. Well, just gonna rest. Magma's stamina is kind of not good. He's gonna try and catch up to my attack with some show-offs. Double screen. I know it's Fizzgulp because this is my Magma. So he's got 61 health left now. I do 30% with Oshidashi. The reason I'm not using Warm Cuddle is because he always heals 8% whenever I attack him. So I would have to deal enough for it to be worth it. That is not enough damage. Yeah, I'm not sure if I live his Oshi, but if I do, I can get it off and finish him. Oh, he rested. GG's. He must have thought he lived. It was pretty close, but I do finish him off after the extra show off, which I barely had enough stamina for. Alright, GG's Lion. I'm going to pick the correct team this time. But starting the day off with a win, still good. Magmut S tier. I do love Magmut, it's a really cool Tem. But I cannot say that it's S tier. I almost did it again, I almost picked that team. Cepheus, alright. So you guys are getting a sneak peek at what what could happen at the Invitational. I don't see any mentals or digis, which is a huge plus for me. Or I don't see Tolkien either. This team actually has so many weaknesses because I have both Broccolum and Saipat. Both of them have like 4 or 5 weaknesses each. I'm going to get rid of Whiplump. Because Whiplump can hit Broccoli and Saipat with a wind move, but Oshiara can only use water. It's also super effective against Hazrat. Hello, Grunty, welcome. Trying to win, but I mean, today is just practice. I'm forced into this team now, so best thing I can do is just learn how to play it as best as possible and somehow overcome impossible matchups. This team's type chart is just trash. Odra Cash throwing. Uh, Heat discharge rework when. I could do an on death trait theme team sometime after the Invitational and use Drakash with like heat discharge for fun. Garavolt gets banned. Very interesting choice. To bear in mind that there is a mix there with Puppet Master, and I actually only have one other spread move user with it, which is Gario. Scaravolt was one of them. I'm just gonna pick Tutu because I'm running out of time. Also, I'm realizing now I said no mentals, but there's mix right there, so that was just an oversight on my part. Grunty, is that like a mix of Grunty and fruit? What fruit are you, Grunty? Almost actually not good for this team either. Hello, Patrick. Welcome. So we do see the mix. Kind of unfortunate. You're a pineapple. So if I pick Gario here, I get the Rockfall for sure. Plus I can still threaten the Soil Steam. So I think it's going to be my best pick, even though it can't touch Volarend at all. I also don't get the tag team boost, which sucks. I'm going to ban the Momo now. Momo's... It's just faster than like everything on my team except Saipat. And a Stabmaster knockback hurts. Okay. Saipad's pretty good here, except for the Mishuk. So I'll try it. And so we see the Mishuk picked. I'll pick the Tuvine for sure then. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go. You know what? I should have gone Hazrat, because in case something went wrong, I could sack the Hazrat to kill the mix. Problem was he just has 2 Toxics and the possibility of 2 wins. So it was a rough choice. Hazrat does not like a lot of this team. It likes Jamurian, and that's about it. Voldarin's got marbles, interesting. I think I'm just gonna double attack here. I'm predicting the mix to either swap out or to C-Spikes itself to get into range for Puppet Master. He does swap to Oshiara. Yeah. I guess I should have Nox Bombed. Gario hates this board. But I now have Rockfall off of hold, which is really nice. He'll probably just get Chip on. Oh, he gets V-Gus Synergy. So it's a special Volarend. That's really good to know. So we're gonna see a Serbatio's and another V-Gust. Tuvine is the only thing I have to take that. I'm not sure if I want to lose that much health on Tuvine. I'd almost rather lose it on Saku, but then I can end up with a really bad board with Saku. Because it'll just be a dead slot. Play kind of aggressive here. and try and constantly eliminate Tems so that I can force a late game with Mix, and so I don't even need to hit it with a spread move. I'm gonna go Psypat just because it's the least useful thing on my team. Plus it gets the hold off of Nicho Sai, which is cool. That can hit Volerand really hard. It's weird to see early Temtem in PvP. Yeah, I suppose it is. Psypat recently got buffed though, so it's actually pretty cool. It's super fast, and it can deal a lot of damage with attacks, especially with your Pokemon background, as most of the generally mid, late game ones are the ones that are useful. That makes sense. If I Venomous Claws the Mix, then it can't really knock itself into Crystal Spike's range anymore, and I can hit it whenever I feel like it. Only problem with that is I played the entire game around being able to kill the Mix. This is gonna be a bit sad now. Mix is out of range of being a problem. Wanna Psypat somehow live this? Yeah, no. Especially now without tag team. Alright, so T-Vine is perfect for this board. And it's basically Garyo's most use it's gonna get as well. This Volerand's getting a ton of marbles value though, which is sad. I'm just gonna Soil Steam the Mix slot, and then I'm Feather Guiding the Volerand because I needed some chip on it. It's walling Saku, and it's getting too much marbles value. It's a little too late. I kind of in a bad spot here. I'm hoping it's a parry or Mashuk, so it'll have low special defense, and Garyo can get a good Soil Steam off on it. Tireless would also be low special defense, I suppose. Hello, Analacho, welcome. Doing pretty well. Not overly confident in this team. In fact, I am not confident at all in it. But it's what I'm stuck with. So I'm gonna try and play it as well as I can. I do have Determined on my T-Vine, so I don't get the attack drop on it. But the Garyo does, so that's sad. Garyo might be in range to die from A Sharp Leaf now as well, which would be sad. It probably is. Who did you play against? Are we allowed to reveal that? I don't remember. I don't know if it was public information yet. I'm up against Tatoa. So we'll see how that goes. You should see the Tornado. It's definitely an aerobic Volerand. Yeah, that's the first win move it's had to use all game. And CPG on the T-Vine. Guess he just wants as much damage as possible. It's been revealed on TemCS? Okay, I haven't stopped into TemCS yet to see. If somehow this Water Jet kills the Volerand, even though it's resisted and I'm -1, that would help a lot. It's the same image that Yeluna sent us? Okay. Yeah, I'm up against Totoa first round, and I haven't even looked beyond that. Gotta get through the first hurdle. He actually sends in with Shook. Okay. Recently started properly working on endgame stuff. Just got yourself a free time method set up. Probably gonna attempt PvP tomorrow. Cool, cool. Off screen, same as you. Yeah, at least nobody gets to see me fail. Gario lives the... Oh, it's actually... Okay, interesting. Was not expecting that from the Mashuk. If this Soil Steam kills, I'm actually doing okay. Alright. Gario goes down. Voloran does get one more attack off, but I'm not too afraid of that. Like a V-Gust will probably do like a third of Saku's health, and that means he has to ignore 2-Vine for an extra turn. I don't think one CPG kills, or one Crystal Spikes kills 2-Vine, but I could certainly be wrong. Being the last of the 15 best isn't that bad, is it? No, maybe that'll be I was actually thinking about that. The worst of the best. That'll be my stream title from the week after the Invitational if I get last place. Or some. I don't know. Valorant OX is if it attacks here. Temtem in its final leg. Haven't kept up with it. If there's a second one, you're competing. It's... I mean, people are still playing it. I'm not sure if there's going to be a second season. We see a refresh from the mix. Gets a little bit of health back. It's going to be really important to know how much defense invest. This mix has. CSC spikes. No surprise there. Still the last split. Yeah, so it's still easily possible for anyone to qualify for Worlds. Because the way the World qualification works, it's just completely possible for anyone to at this point. 336 down to 151. It's gonna be close. I believe this kills. It does. GG's Cepheus. Very close game. Even if you win, I don't think, or even if you don't win, I think it's still possible because I think they're having open. There's like 3 tournaments to enter into the World tournaments. Like the top few players get guaranteed in, and then the next couple get in. I don't know. You have to read up on it. It's so it's so complicated. There's like 3 stages. Like the first is a low tournament where anyone can participate, and then the first places in that tournament will automatically qualify. But anyone in like the top 20 in a region, I think, are excluded and are guaranteed to be in the second tournament. And then the winners of that tournament can participate in the World Tournament. And then the top 5 in each region automatically get in. Again, I believe. So you won't have a guaranteed spot. You'd still have to win a tournament, but all of the top players would not be participating against you. Oh, the top 3 each region? Okay. So there'll still be a lot of good players in there. Like in the top 20 for sure. Trikash about to try to get in the Worlds. Cool. Yeah, that was actually our second win in the day. That's cool. I think Prady's playing Trikash. That's fun. I haven't run into Prady on ladder in ages. I think we have like opposite time zones. Maybe it's Prody. I don't know. Played him like once. If I recall, he's in Oceania, right? Or Pacific. Oh, he's from Europe? Oh. Someone's got to fight for Drakash. Oh. We don't get to see the teams everyone submitted till tomorrow. All I can tell you is that I am not playing Drakash. Yeah, Patrick, I'm NA. Oh, he plays on Pacific? Okay. That's where I got mixed up then. My work schedule would not allow for that. Alright, got our third match of the day. Against Arctech. Lots of top players. Guess this is the time to play if I if I can during a week. Vaguely similar team. Voler and Whiplump, Chimuri and Mashuk. And then other stuff in between. It looks like a turbo team. There's a Digi. And I don't like the Digi. I'm gonna justify not banning the Obi. I have Mashuk, or I have a Saipat. Saipat max speed outspeeds Obi's max speed, and then can get a Schween's Horn Nox Bomb off on it, which is a lot of damage. I don't think it'll one-shot, but it'll probably do like 90% or so. I don't have Gorong for Rush anymore because Rush got nerfed. It really only hurts Gorong though, so I can't complain too much. Not if it's banned though. Higher ban prios. Maybe that was responding to something I said. He picks the LB right away. I guess he definitely wants the digital. Plus, he can like use Tesla Prison to speed control my almost min speed Tutsu. Only thing this Tutsu's outspeeding is the Chimurian with a high toe, so I guess if he picks Chimurian, that would be bad. As long as he doesn't pick either of his Toxics, right? You said the Obi could get hit hard by Saipat. Oh, I mean, I didn't think Saipat was getting banned because he's got multiple counters to it. But yes, that is completely fair. If he did ban my Saipat, I would have a more difficult time. But I also have Tuvine and Gario, which I think were also high priority options to deal with Obi. It's just which one he's going to pick the lead into. I kind of, I'm going to bring Saipat just so I can tell how much damage that Obi takes from this. He bans Tuvine now. That's fair. I want to ban one of his Toxics. I think I'm going to ban Volerand. Because Volerand walls Gario. Mashuk can be hit by Gario. And also be hit super effective by Saku. And I'm bringing Saku because he's got double water here. So Mashuk just jumped up to be the biggest problem on the team. I can't use Hazrat Toxic Farewell for it, and plus he's got Whiplump right now, so I really don't want to bring it. I think I'm gonna go these two. So the question is, turn one, what is he going to do? Because he has Whiplump, he could swap in Whiplump to eat the Nox Bomb Feather Gatling. So what I could do is do double Nox Bomb, so that Tutsus will at least be super effective against Whiplump. Shamurian's best turn 1 nature move is Sharp Leaf, which probably do like half my health, it's just not a lot. Shamurian's got Fake Beard, no surprises there. I guess it's a little surprising that Obi doesn't have it, because almost every Obi is Source Rep. I didn't see a team to justify running Target, plus it would have gotten the Fake Beard if it was. So it's more of a question of, is he going to swap into Mashuk or Whiplump? Because if he swaps into Whiplump, I want to use Nox Bomb, and if he swaps into Mashuk, I want to use Feather Gatling. I'm leaning towards using Feather Gatling. Bait Obi. It could be running like Hacked Microchip or something. Or, Redirection Device. Because that deals damage when hit by a Digimove now, kind of cool. Marian's just not really a threat because I have multiple melees. I just have the moves up on the second turn. 15% of damage taken from a digital type gets redirected to the attacker as damage. We can see how much this does. That is not very much at all. That is either a like incredibly high invest Obi or Psypat. Oh, I don't have max attack on the Psypat, that's why. Oversight on my part. Yeah. I probably should be keeping Tutsu alive now. But instead I clicked green circle. Yeah, that was... I forgot I don't have max attack on the Psypat. Nowhere close. If I did, it probably would have been fine. If he saves Obi, why would he do that? He doesn't need to save Obi. I have Gario in the back that could deal with it. He just needs to eliminate Tutsu so he can run through my team with Mashuk. And I just allowed him to do that. I shouldn't... Like, even if he doubled into Psypat, I could still deal with Obi on turn 2 before Bush is up, so... This was more of a, I want to see how much Nox Bomb does to the Obi. And I have now learned, and I am now going to be punished. Which is fine. The whole point of practicing right now is to more or less limit test. Figure out what my team can or cannot do. My Psypat here can take almost any one hit, especially on turn 1. But on turn 2, that's not going to be an option. 2-2 dies to the CPG here. It's a very strong move. It lives? How? Oh, I guess I wasn't paying attention to the calcs. Okay. Puts me in a decent position. He's forced to attack Tutsu. His only spread move is Mashuk. Heli Kick. I guess he's going to bring in the Mashuk and click the button. I know Tag Team, but I had Tag Team last turn too. So it was more a question of... Well, I thought he did more damage last turn with CPG. I guess the no-invest Plasma Beam just did more than I thought. After Mashuk attacks, I'll be able to get a better grasp on if it's Tireless or Parrier. If it's Parrier, that's really bad because my only ways to deal with it are physical attackers. If it's Tireless, it's also bad because he'll start being able to one-shot my Thames as soon as he procs it. Should I be tireless? Yes, it feels like I'm the only person running. Running the other set nowadays. Okay, so I guess I just bring in Brocklin. Basically, I'm gonna have to try and kill the other 2 slots and just make it a 1v1 versus Mashuk. It's about my only play right now. Tireless is more menacing. Every time I've tried to run Tireless, I always just get like one shot. Or people just use neutral hits and take me out before I can scale enough. Or I'll want to click Wastewater to actually deal damage, because a +2 uppercut still kind of sucks. Yeah, here comes the turbo. It looks like it's actually just a base speed, or a base stamina Mashuk. You changed your team today? Okay. Oh, that takes down 2 Vine, that's huge! What? What? That's a squishy 2 Vine! I was not expecting that. What? This is really important for me. Because now he has no combination that can kill my Saku in one hit, and I get the Frond Whip off. I guess I could have attacked the Mashuk first. Or you boomerang the Mashuk and then resin trap the Whip Lump, but I did not want to risk that. I think I'm A-okay in this position. He's forced to attack Saku again next turn, which takes more stamina. He just doesn't have the stamina sustained to finish out this game. Even if he can one-shot everything. He can't use Helicopter Kick here because he'll proc Camouflage and give me evasion. There's no point in using Boomerang. He outspeeds with F because of the Tireless. He does Heli Kick. He'll just ignore Broccolum for another turn, I suppose. However, he has to Wastewater to kill Saipat. I also have Ninja up. So he's just not going to have enough health. If the 2 Vines survived and got a... Oh, it doesn't even live the Inner Spirit. That was over a third of its health. Resisted. Kind of crazy. That's why I don't run Tireless Mashuk. GG's Arctech. I love 2 Vine, but it needs its bulk. Yay, promoted. We're finally going back up in rank instead of down. Brock got a kill. I love Broccolum. I'm stuck with it for this entire invitational now, however long I get to play in it. Broccolum basically fills the same role as Magma, where it's just a physical wall. Not because it has high physical stats, but because any physicals that hit it regret it afterwards. Plus, its offensive type coverage is super nice. It's one of the best counters to Volphy, probably the best. And you know, Volphy is by far the most common Tem in this game. Dealing with Broccolum's annoying? Yeah. With physical teams for sure. With special teams it's not nearly as bad. Like a Beta Burst just destroys Broccoli. Fiery Soul, like, Tolkien is such a huge problem for my team. Just because defensively wind resisting wind is really bad. The only thing I really have to deal with it is Psypat, but even Psypat doesn't outspeed the Fiery Soul. I mean, I have like Scaravolt, but what's to stop them from leading any Earth in existence plus the token? And I can always just swap the token out, deal with the one problem I have against it, and then just bring it in later to sweep the late game. It's just... Token's basically an insta-ban, but a full Digi-team would also be. Don't forget about the Shark Buddy, Lava Wave. That's true, Lava Waves are also pretty bad, but I do have Nox Bomb on the birds. So it's possible to beat at least. I have Hazrat too. Hazrat's a pretty good counter to it. I haven't even picked Hazrat yet today. Oh, there's a Tolkien. And double mental and a melee. Kinda nice to be orange side here. You're going to sleep? Well, thanks for stopping by before then. Have a good night. Thank you. See the Hazrat banned out. So one of my 2 Tolkien counters gone, so Tolkien goes bye-bye. Shaolant, I never would have expected. Play 7 matches this past, feels like 30. Maybe you're getting too old for stall. Yeah, I don't have the patience for stall, that's for sure. I'm gonna pick Tutsu to try and scare out the Acronox, and I'm gonna ban Acronox. Because my team is also very toxic weak. I guess he banned the Psypat, but it walls Hazrat and Scaravolt and a Broccoli. If he picks Acronox and bans Tuvine, I'm in just super bad shape. Okay. He saw the green circles and couldn't resist. First turn, I'm going to Lifeful Sap on Saku. I'm surprised to see Tuvine go. Wolfie's really bad because it hits Gario and Scaravolt 4 times. I thought about changing Gario out for like Nesla, but that doesn't really help my type chart. It actually just gives me a 4th toxic weakness. I'm gonna go with Hazrat. And then I'm probably gonna pick... Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, he picked Nesla, which walls Scaravolts, so I'm gonna go Gario. It also gets Lava Wave synergy, which is nice. Oh, I always feel like you're losing the whole game while playing stall. It's not until like turn 20 that you live long enough you actually feel like you're potentially gonna win. Yeah, I tried playing Raid Boss a little bit last week, and it was... I didn't even know what I was doing. It felt like I was losing every single game. But then I ended up winning like half of them, so. Alright, so interestingly enough, Tutsu's useless here. Dies to Nesla, dies to Sambi. It can deal with Volphy, but not so great. It resists Shaolant. And dies to Minotaur. So I'm just gonna stay in. I'm gonna Lifeful Sap on Saku because it's gonna be very important this game. I'm just gonna Feather Get Shaolant, get some damage off on it. I get Hasty Lunged here, but he can only do another one of those before his Adrenaline Shot wears off. Soul Shout, whatever. If he uses Hasty Lunge again, he will be OX'd for real. Also because Minotaur's a problem. I'm gonna frond whip. Yeah. I could Narco hit the Shell Lance, but I can also just do that next turn, assuming that 2-2 dies here. Because then he'll swap his OX half health Minotaur before it can die to Gario. Or Broccoli, I guess. Even Hazrat. Probably Hazrat. We'll see what he does here. And how much damage I'm able to deal. Maybe he'll swap out the Minotaur now. He loses the Rusher bonus though before he gets the kill on 2-2. So that would kind of be a negative for him. Not that my team is going to outspeed him anyways. Maybe the Hazrat. It's about the only thing with any speed in priority. Magnut. I didn't even catch that. Funny. Oh, okay. So he brings in Volphy for the Hasty Lunch synergy. That's smart. Solid damage on the Minotaur. I'm forced to bring in Broccolin now and then eat the black hole. Well, here's the thing, actually. So he could swap out Volphy, but he loses Black Hole's synergy. And then I can double him with Plague, Boomerang, and kill before he gets it off. I don't think Plague alone kills, but maybe after the OX it will. I think Volphy probably swaps here. I'm not going to double in, though. I'm just going to Plague. It'll OX. It's okay. This is a very highly speed invested Minotaur. Or no, he stayed in. Yeah, that was the issue. Why did he stay in? Oh, and his handcuffs Volphy. It's actually really unfortunate. I'm gonna get another life full off on Saku, and then I'm going to Soul Shout Volphy now. Minotaur attacks, it dies. And any move it uses will go faster than the Volphy, so he can't attack Broccolin this turn. Captain Silver, yourself. Keep getting unrated people. Haven't had that feeling yet this patch. He swaps the Volphy this turn. Okay, Nesla, interesting. He gets pies. He doesn't have synergy on that. So here we see Sambi. Rocklim's nice for everyone other than Sambi. I think I just bring in Hazrat here. If Hazrat lives, whatever Sambi's got for it. Then I swap Saku out next turn, bringing Gario and get Synergy Lava Wave and just deal as much damage to this Sambi as possible. That did not do very much. It's a very bulky Sambi. Hard to say how much speed invest this Nesla has though. It ate a Soul Shot. I guess even if the Soul Shot was super effective, it wouldn't have killed, so that makes me think that it's actually a pretty tanky Nesla. Yeah, Saku going in the back's good here. Gets the last 3 Lifeful ticks off and some stamina back. The problem is I don't think I'm going to be able to kill the Sandbee here. He probably just swaps to Volphy and Aquatics. But then I bring in Broccolum and have a fantastic board. He swaps in Shalant instead. Interesting. Last opponent was Gold 1, Diamond 3. Could beat maybe. Don't know how divisions and stuff work. So it is a speedy Nesla. I did not even get an attack off. So Shalant has Inner Spirit up, which I can use on Gario because it'll be a Water Blade Inner Spirit. Probably would have been better to bring in Saku here and swap in Broccolum to eat that combo. But I mean, Gario just dies to Volphy anyways, so there's no point in keeping it alive. I'd rather keep the health on Saku instead. On the off chance I live, I will Rockfall, which will finish off the Nesla after the Toxic Tick. Yeah. So Plague is faster than the Shaolant, but not the Nesla. Gario actually lives. That's kind of bad. Because now I don't... If I had Saku on the field, then he'd have to kill Broccolum first. But now he can just kill both for free. And then get a double in on the Saku. Yep, and there's the transients. If Broccolum had survived that and it wasn't dozing hit, that would have been good, but what are the chances there? Negative 10. Got reminded last match that Gary learns laundry. That made that match far harder than you expected. Ah, Zen meditation. Any chance I had just got ruined. Even though I resist both of Volphy's attacks completely, it can stamina stall me. And Sambi's using stamina efficient transient echo. I can't even life full sap because Volphy just pushes it off for free. Yeah, here's the Matter teleport because it's just not threatening enough. GG's. If this was a faster Sambi, it would have died, but it is not. I'll let him kill me. There's no point. He deserves his victory. GG's. Yeah. He had bigger issues for me to ban, so I let the mentals through, and that kind of ruins me too. That's the problem with this team. There's too many weaknesses that stack. Before I used to just be ban mentals, ban digis. But since Goron got gutted, that's one less, or a lot less weaknesses I'm able to avoid. Did you guys know that Gorong is like the second or third lowest, or has the second or third lowest base stat total of all fully evolved Tems? It's kind of crazy. I know it's got a pretty min-max set, and it's mainly due to it having like 0 special attack and extremely low stamina, but still an interesting fact. And besides its stats even, the biggest problem is that, like, last patch, Rush was quote-unquote buffed so that it only cost 18 stamina instead of 21. But that actually prevented Gorong with minimum stamina from going a Rush into Hook Kick double OX combo, which hurt its scaling capabilities a ton. At least on like Bruiser Gorong, doesn't change stall Gorong much. And this patch, Rush is also on a hold, so there's no helping Gorong anymore. It needs something else now. I think they also removed Kesugatame from it. Could be wrong there though. I know they removed like half its users. CKC. C's got another Pookie hat, which is cool. Couldn't you just have scuffed your stam before? I'm talking about minimum scuff. Like 1 SV in stamina. It still wasn't enough. I guess Hook Kick's actually a really stamina efficient move. It only costs 23. Bans 2 Vine. He's got multiple mentals. I had to ban the Chromion because it's a digital and he's got like Gazuma. It would just ruin my team. At least Adoro I can hit with Tutsu, and Naga I can hit with Saku. Also, now that I banned Chromion, his Zalbian doesn't have any Digi synergies for Electro Punch. To be fair, I could just click show off this patch. That's fair, but losing your priority on a move, like I guess I could start running. I actually did consider running Seismic Gorong until I looked at its base stamina and realized how trash it was. So chances are very high that this Zalbian has telekinetic shrapnel, since he just like insta-picked it into my Tutsu. Scaravolt here makes it so that if he does transform into a mental type, he'll be 4 times weak to electric, and I can one-shot it. I'll also be slower than it guaranteed. It also makes it so we can't Tesla Prison plus TKS because of Good Friend. Makes it so Scaravolt takes one of those hits. But I also don't have tag team with this combo, so I'm probably swapping out Tutsu. It's also one of my best counters for Adoro. Seismic as a trait needs some sort of buff. Basically, it doesn't exist. I agree. I tried running it on some sort of theme team, and it was very, very bad. Side pack goes down. Kind of an interesting choice. He's still got lots of counters to it. I guess he really wants to play with his Izair. Let's see. If I swap out my lead into something, it would probably be Gario. kind of have to ban the Xyzer because of its electric custodian, and Scaravolt's offensive typing is too good for this team. I want Saku for sure though. Boomerang outspeeds base speed Adoro, gets super effective damage off. Frond Whip underspeeds min speed Naga, everything other than Psy Surge. Nature type against Gario just gets walled by Volorend, which makes Scaravolt even more important. I kind of wish I was last pick here. If he doesn't bring Gario, I wouldn't bring... I'd probably still bring Broccolum. Just click Bark Shield and it doesn't get walled by Vola anymore. Oh. Wait, no, I need Gario for my turn 1 swap in. Definitely don't need Broccolum though. That's fine. If he doesn't bring Naga, that's one less mental I have to deal with. If he doesn't bring Gario here, Scaravolt doesn't even need to leave the board. So maybe Broccolum would have been better for the turn 1 swap in. I see Argon's in my stand. He's trying to scout. He could just pop in on stream. Come on. Acts like I'm actually gonna win enough games to face him. I think he's on like the opposite side of the bracket. Ain't no way. So Zalbian's options... Zalbian could click Electro Punch on 2-2. It is a possibility. Because with the +2, if it's max speed, he will outspeed my Scaravolt. And he'll take neutral damage from my electric move. And I don't even have anything to really hit Zalbian with. I guess I'm relatively safe to stay in with 2-2, just because I barely have any of my melee wind core left. And if he stays in and attacks, I should be able to kill him here with this combo. So there's the Gario, no surprises. He uses the Electro Punch because he's going after my 2-2 but before my Scaravolt. The mistake I made was that it's not a speedy Zalbian, it is a bulky Zalbian. So it will survive here. And it can use like Cyber Claw or whatever it wants now. So I guess even bulky Zalbian with +2 speed outspeeds Scaravolt. All those speed buffs that they gave Zalbian over time really helped it out. I could call his bluff with the Scaravolts, but then I kind of just lose if I'm wrong. Like, it's very obvious Saku swap here. He does Cyber Claw. I was hoping maybe for a Wastewater, so I could kill Zalbian, but that did not happen. So my own Gyarados is going to be pretty good here. You can swap in Valorant for free in either of his slots, probably the Gyarados slot. But then I kill Zalbian, there's nothing he can do about it. So which one does he want to save? His Zalbian, which can hit my... I guess he doesn't even need his Zalbian, so yeah, he just lets it die. But I have to predict his swap to Valorant and swap to Scaravolt. But if he stays in like Rock Falls or something, then I kind of just lose. Like I could swap to Hazrat. Maybe I do that. If Hazrat dies, it still gets value. Scaravolt, if it dies, it just dies. Okay, he did swap. Valorant, no surprises. Dread eats the wastewater well too. Zabian goes down. Gazuma does not have Tornado up. We don't know if this is physical or special Valorant yet. My guess is special. If it is, a Tornado will outspeed and kill Hazrat. If it's not, then it won't. Also, I could swap Hazrat for Saku here, predicting the Wind move and the Earth move, and then threaten out the Gario again. I have to click a move. I don't have any time here. I'm gonna say screw it. Use Vegas, predicting me to swap to Saku. But he also used Soil Steam, just in case I didn't swap. That wasn't Speed Arrow there, right? Does he have a Speed Scuff Gario? That means I can bring in Scaravolt here. Unless I missed the Speed Arrow, in which case I'm blind and stupid and now gonna lose. Because I can freeze with Water Jet, and there's nothing Valorant can click here that can really prevent that. Shouldn't he be faster now? What was it, Speed Arrow? I didn't check. I would assume he was. Oh, it was a Speed Arrow and I just missed it. I was just blind and didn't pay attention. So yeah, that's gonna cost me the game. I could have swapped to Saku there and still won because I didn't need Saku for anything. Scaravolt could have swept the rest of the game here. So that was very unfortunate. This is where a battle history would be really nice on the side. So that you would be able to tell like what happened in the last turn. You could also be able to check like damage percents that way. I mean, I'm a human. I make mistakes all the time. So I could just send a Pookie oops right now, because that's what happened that match. Yeah, if I just swap to Saku on that turn and kill the Gario, then Scaravolt sweeps. And there's just nothing else. And even if the Scaravolts, or even if the Gyarados swapped, it wasn't that threatening. So this looks like a stall team. He's got multiple mental types, which sucks. I'm gonna ban the Lowaddle, because that then can just get a sacrifice off, double Doom, and then it's really difficult to come back from. I mean, Brocklem's nice here. It's very nice. It hits 3 of his Tems, 4 of his Tems. The problem is that Aohi completely walls my Tems now. Very little healing for a stall team. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's got regenerate, rejuve on Pocus, Lifeful Sap, Volphy, Scavenger, Nightmare Feed, Hibernate. He's got some options. It's just all self-healing. Picking Psypad here because I don't have anything that counters both mentals and doesn't die to Volphy because he banned 2-Vine. Focus isn't surprising. Focus is going to be his raid boss of choice, I'm sure. I'm going to swap out Psypad because it's going to be really good against these 4. The only thing I actually don't want to deal with is Yowler, because I don't have any mentals to hit a super effective. The whole game just turned into kill Pocus. It was kind of hard to slot enough heal and buff options. Yeah, that makes complete sense. Hello, Kip. Welcome. And Gario. Guess it hits plenty of Tems. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty well. Just getting a little practice in here. Have some ups and downs in the last couple games. 1-3 in a row, so we got our bonus already. Bring Hazrat, because heat up value, toxic farewell value, both super good. And Scaravolt hits Pocus super effective. Pocus is really the only thing I'm scared of. Anything else that gets raid boss, just kind of whatever. And I'm gonna bring Saku, because Saku can probably win a sustain war with Pocus, but it will lose to Aohi. Problem is that Tutu loses to both. Focus doesn't even have any options turn 1, so it's just going to kind of click buttons. I'm assuming this Volphy's Kaleidoscope, so if I can kill it, then it has no good heal options. Maybe I just sack the Psypad here to double into the Volphy slot and make sure it dies. If Volphy doesn't Plague, and if Volphy goes down, that frees up... Yeah, I'm just going to stay in and double. One shot will not kill Psypad. Oh, is this a fake stall team? That Volphy has some speed in it. Psypack goes down. That sucks a little bit. It's one of my better options for dealing with Aohi, but... with Volphy down... Oh my goodness, it lived! To bring in Hazrat now. Because it's the only thing fast enough to even have a chance of outspeeding it. I'm really surprised this Volphy lived. I mean, Brocklin doesn't want to take a hit here, but kind of has to. I guess I could swap to Scaravolt instead. Alright. Wolfie goes down. See a Gamma Burst on Broccolum, makes sense. I guess I should have tried to outspeed and get an attack off. Like a Plague off to make it OX, but it did not happen. It'd be nice if I could hit my Broccolum with something to give it evasion. But it'll just die to a Venomous Claws, and certainly a Lava Wave or a Wastewater. So I think I've just lost this game. I did not expect so much damage to be coming out of these Tems. Interesting to see Auhi. I don't want to save Broccolum. This seems like an alright board to just stay in. Bring in Scarevolt. He could swap to Cowering in the Auhi slot. Playing like it was old Saipat. No, I was just hoping that the Saipat would do more. I keep thinking that it deals more damage than it does. I put too much HP. I put way too much speed in it. But I need that much speed if I'm gonna outspeed Hedgen. So that makes me sacrifice a lot of damage. Wets is a very interesting play here. But now I know the Auhi's faster than me as well, so that can be kind of an issue. Do I need Hazrat for anything? No. This is the only board I need Hazrat for. I kind of want to Wastewater the Auhi, but the problem is that the Auhi won't be the one that kills me. It's going to be the Pocus. So I don't have to worry about Toxic Farewell value. But it's also a matter of this Auhi is probably Ignis, and if they kill Hazrat, then Scarevolt doesn't get an attack off. So I actually have to sack some health, or just completely sack. Okay, well this kind of sucks. You know what? Maybe it ain't so bad. Good sack, bro. Well, I need it to stay alive so that it doesn't proc Ignis, so that Scara can get an attack off. That's the thing. We call it a read. Yeah, I think Pocus just dies here. I have energy drink on Saku, man. This was the ultimate read. If he brings in Auhi, then I could get a free front whip on the Cowrin slot. Even if he Quetzes, I think Saku can take it just fine. Yeah. Worst thing would be if he has Fiery Soul to burn my Saku, but every single Auhi I face nowadays is running Nightmare Feed in its flex slot. So I'm hoping this one is as well. Okay, that does not do half. Broccolum gets whatchamacallit, Camouflage. I'm going to Narco Hit Auhi. Just so I can get enough damage on it that one Scaravolt hit can probably kill. Okay, actually, I need to take a second to think here, because if he swaps... No, I don't... Saku doesn't get a hit off. Should I really attack him to evade? No, I didn't think about that. I forget, did I click the Inner Spirit or did I click the Plague? Because I'm really hoping I clicked the Inner Spirit. Forgetting what I clicked. Bye-bye, Schween. Okay. So now I have Plague, Frond Whip, Cowrin. Because I don't think there's any move Cowrin can... I guess if the Cowrin's actually running Goring. It showed Stone Ball. I'm sure it's running Stonewall and Psychosis. If it's running Goring, then I lose. If it's not, then I should win. I don't know if I really have any other plays anyways. Why not just Boomerang? Because Boomerang doesn't kill after the Scavenger from Broccolum. It's got Roar. That's not enough. Yeah, I forgot it gets that move now. It makes sense that it would run it. GG's. The predict on the Shmeen swap was really what saved me. Being able to one-shot that, give him less time. Yep. In the end, I don't know how much practice with a team is really going to matter because it's going to be predicting swaps and stuff that's going to win and lose games. So only so far pure team building can get you, and I don't think the team building's really got me very far here. Not with this team. There hasn't been enough stuff to cook with today, this season. Yeah, lots of quick queues today. That's very nice. It's a little sad for my side park hunting, but that's okay. Where's the FF button? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, good to know where it is. I'm gonna need it. Man, me and Rezo face off all the time. Back to his old team? Yeah, he's been running it quite often. Okay, 2-2 band, kind of interesting. The best way to deal with Hedgen's gone. I think I just banned the Chromion because I actually run into that thing ruins me all the time. Bringing Scaravolt for sure. I know he's got double Earth types and a Tyrannac, but what are my options here? I can at least have it eat a couple hits. You would have picked your Banskara for sure. Yeah, I think that would have been the better play for him. I'm gonna bring Hazrat just because it can at least. I remove Gorong. Does it suck now? Yeah. Unfortunately, the rush on a hold hurts it way too bad. It's really bad. I was saying earlier how it's got actually the second or third lowest base stat total of all Tems in the game. I still decent install. Yeah, I could see that. I'm just gonna swap in Hazrat now because I need the swap, and also it's a good board for it. It's the question how far decent gets you. Yeah. I guess I could have kept Gario in and just used Cold Geyser. The Plague wouldn't have killed me, and getting rid of the Hedgen would have freed me up quite a bit. It does do half the Hedgen's health, but I will get burned, and so it's going to do less. The BST isn't relevant though, since there's so many few. So I know I said that afterwards last time too. I just think it's kind of funny. The biggest problem is that it has one useless trait, no coverage moves, and its one usable trait got like really big nerfs. So there's no reason to not run Mashuk over Gorong right now. What raid bosses does raid boss stall run these days anyways? Taifu's a big one since Leech got buffed. Other than that, I couldn't say for sure. Yalder? Okay, that also makes sense, yeah. I don't think the Venomous Claws kills, but I have to kind of try because otherwise the Stone Trench just kills me and it's over anyways. I don't know what items he's running on his Volcrane right now. I know he's tried a few. Ah. Good play by him. I should have clicked Boomerang. I don't know why. Well, I didn't because I was like, it's not going to get off. Oh, I did. I don't even remember what I clicked. Funny. That's very funny. You really count as buff for stall? It's more of a change than a buff, in your opinion? That's fair. Hazrat goes down. I get some Toxic for well value. On hard autopilot. You guys are chatting so much. I want to read it and I want to interact. So yeah, I have been on autopilot. So I'm assuming he's going to bring in Tyrannac for my Gario. I'm trying to think of any reason for him not to do that, and I'm not seeing one. can one-shot Broccolin with a vigorous meteorite. Scaravolt can't do enough damage to it, even though Stone Trench is down. Wasn't it receptive? I wasn't paying attention. If it was, I still don't think I live a +2 meteorite. Can't say you're paying attention either. Yeah, fair. It was 1 of 8? That's what I thought. Yep. I just have no way to break through his Tyrannac now the Hazorat's gone. And yet I couldn't even really utilize Hazorat because he had multiple toxic resists. Yeah, I don't know if it was 1 of 8 or not, but I don't think I lived the... It was hooked, which I didn't think about either. Oh, it's neither trait now. I guess my only hope is to Soul Shout the thing. And hope. I could somehow get to an endgame situation with just... See, it is vigorous, yeah. And he's got Adrenaline Shot, so rip Broccolin. I mean, Hedgen's down at least. Something. Ain't much though. I don't know how much Gario takes from a max special attack Plague. It doesn't really matter though. I remember Razorfin and Kisuwa times. He's become so good since then. Yeah. Had to hope not for the Stone Trench. Yeah, Plague finishes off Saku anyways. Well, at least I get to see how much Plague does to this Gario. Adrenaline Shot was really unfortunate for me. Because if it had OX the turn before, then it wouldn't have really mattered. Alright, so it does about 80%. Good to know. I'll forget that the next time we face off, but I can pretend I didn't. Yeah, this is just not a team that I can beat with this. I have triple Fire Weeks, only 2 Waters, and one of them he's equipped to beat. GG's, Rezo. Keep trying though. Worst part about facing Rezo is that's not exactly good practice. Like, I don't even care about losing, but like right now I want to get realistic practice in for this tournament. And that was not it. If somebody brings a monotype team to this tournament, props to them. But it's not going to be me. Just show up with my mono earth team. Another quick Q, cool. up with the Strangle Venmet, the raid boss. No offense, invest Venmet. Yeah, that would be goofy. If I wouldn't have lost to Totoa so badly in the Red Saturday event, I probably would have brought it. But knowing that he's my first round, and I didn't stand a chance, it just wasn't gonna happen. So here we actually have another stall team. This Ragnar probably has composure. That's the only reason I see why it's on here. I guess he's got 4 electric weeks. So he's 7 melee plus Tat team. Very interesting. I don't know what the Tat does. It's still weak to mental. So banning Volfi here opens up Hazrat. Oh, it's just gonna neurotoxin something. What options do I have against that? My Brockham doesn't have Bush. Oh, but hello, Rezo. Yes. Just adds it's just more flammable materials for you to deal with. Forcing him to bring the Ragnit's nice, because I'm just not afraid of it. And it really, actually, it just looks like a Doomstall team now that I take a second look. I don't have any good ways to kill Valiar, and I'm certainly not outspeeding it. Even though Bamboozle's on a hold, Bamboozle Hypno can still ruin my day. On a Doom team, at least. You can't Doom Scaravolt because I have Camo. Vanscario kind of sucks. That was my best way to push off the Doom from Brockalome. I don't know. He actually has double nature type, so that's really weird that he banned that. Also a Calibus, which gets completely walled. I guess he wants to keep his Ragnit alive as long as possible. I'm gonna bring Saku. He can apply 1 status to itself in Doom situations. And Lifeful Sap's good. Jutsu has offensive scaling, even though its typing is gonna be trash here. Also, sleep control is good. I don't know what the items these things are holding, but as long as I know which one's holding the energy drink, I can manage. Not bringing Cerneef is really good for me. I will then bring... Actually... Yeah, I'm gonna bring Broccolum just because camouflage value. Also, Inner Spirit does more damage. I actually have more offense invest in my Broccolum than my Psypat. I'm gonna regret bringing the Psypat if I don't run into a Hedgehog at all. Slinch. That's fine, I'm swapping out Hazrat and I'm resting on Scaravolt. Wait, he has marbles? Oh, that's actually kind of a pain. Pablo, thank you for the follow. I also know that these things don't have energy drink, but I am going to actually have to sack Tutu if I want to keep Broccolum alive, so I have to choose between them. Perfect jab, okay. Don't really know what kind of options he has for physical attackers here. It's actually kinetic transfer. It's not even electric custodian. I wonder if he just forgot to change the trait there. That seems likely. I'm gonna swap out Scaravolt. Because I get value. From Chamomile by removing the -2 defense. I'm gonna bring in the Tutsu just, yep, in case he doesn't strangle. You want to think about running Mom's Lunch against Doom? Every time I try and run Mom's Lunch, I just fail. I do not use it well. Kinetic transfer. It's cool to see. If I can live the -2 Electro Punch from this Ragnit, I can push the Doom off of Broccolum, but if I cannot, then it's kind of bad. Do I even need to kill the Ragnit? Not really. It's just a matter of if he swaps into Lowaddle here to get the synergy and get a hold off, that's bad. I guess I should have rested on Broccolum just to save some stamina, since I'm assuming I'm going to push off the Doom. Yeah. There you go. Gonna win this tourney. Aha! Unfortunately, I'm not confident in my chances, Knife Reaper. I'm gonna give it my best shot. But I cannot speak with confidence. Dang it, he swaps in Lowaddle now. Didn't know you streamed. What times do you usually stream? Would love to watch. So normally I stream either starting around this time or a bit like 2 hours later. I stream almost every day, so you can catch me quite often. Ah, Digithreat. I forgot they made it. They said they were gonna make it 2-hold, I believe, and then decided to take that back. You hear a lot then? Awesome. Glad you like the streams. Or you will like them, I suppose. I really want to get rid of this Lowaddle. I know I'm letting Broccolum die, but it just wasn't going to get much more value than this. If I can prevent Lowaddle from getting a sacrifice off, that would be the best possible use that these 2 Tems can get. Don't know if this is really the way to play against this. I don't know either, but that's how I'm doing today. You love competitive content but can't play much since your internet's bad? Oh. Well, hopefully I can give you some stuff to enjoy here. Alright, nice. He's got no more Digithreat synergy. He has no more ways to doom me. Ah, I knew he was swapping in Calibus. I would have swapped in something else. Moment says binary flood is gonna hurt. Giving him, or him giving away a load like this really made it worth to clear all this doom. Yeah, but I still don't like my chances here. Oh, Toxic Ink. Nope, I die. That's unfortunate. And it was binary flood anyways. Okay, that was good. Now he OXs, and now I bring in Hazrat and get a free heat up. Mucus nut bar. Okay. Gonna magma cannon just to burn if he swaps. I don't have water for synergy, but I think that's okay. If I can get rid of the 2 toxics, I think Saku can win the late game. Unless he's got block on moments. He's revealed Digi-Threat, Revitalize, and Binary. So he has 1 move left. Hazrat Saku looking pretty good here, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was just trying to create a late game with those 2. The 2 melees were just sacrifices. He's got triple digital here. Cycrox, interesting. Flood, also interesting. Calibus will outspeed my Scaravolt now. Cycrox can do something. Don't know what. Let's see why I don't get another heat up off. I can't really touch this Calibus. I'm just gonna try and ignore it. Cycrox dies this turn, and then I just nuke something with Hazrat next turn. He didn't even get a move off with Cycrox. Probably was trying to strangle. That would be my guess, for sure. Strangle or Digi-Threat? I suppose he could have Digi-Threat, tried to deal damage. The mom's lunch. It's a little unfortunate. I'm swapping out Scaravolt this turn. Even if Saku eats a Tink, Calibus will actually OX pretty badly. You know what? I'm gonna Venomous Claws. Because I don't even know if 1 move will kill this Ragnit. Ragnit's got a pretty nice stat buff this patch. Electro Punch, Synergy. Oh, wow, okay. I guess I would have killed him with whatever I clicked. Gonna keep Hazrat alive, swapping Scaravolt. Yeah, there's the other Electro Punch. Because I didn't outspeed him even with Venomous Claws. Now Ragnit goes down, that's nice. I just need to deal as much damage to this Calibus as possible, which I know is not going to happen. I'll get a Boomerang off of Saku for sure. Scaravolt dies to the Water Blade, and Saku just eats whatever Moments has coming for it. Speed arrow? Okay. Might be Calidus Saku speed tie. I think they actually have the same base speed, so that would make sense. Revitalize? Who cares? Like, I don't know why he's not using his +4 special attack moments here. Only way he wins this is if he starts killing my Tems. Okay, I just got a lava wave. Like, I'm just gonna double the stupid moments. Either of these two Tems can deal with Calibus, but I don't want moments to get another hit off. And I'm gonna just boomerang to make sure the lava wave finishes it. It is heavy armor, and moments are usually very bulky. A binary flood plus a water jet would probably kill Hazrat though. I'd kind of be surprised if it didn't. That's why I want to, at all possible, make sure this moments goes down. It's gonna be real close. Oh, we're good. I don't know if that was close or not. It seemed to go down pretty fast, but also lava wave can like stop abruptly. Different moves have different ways that the health bar goes down. Like Wrenching Massage is like the best example. It goes down in 3 different intervals. Transient Echo also is another good one. Lava Wave stops abruptly, so it could have been close. Maybe it also could have not been. Whatever. Either way, I killed it. And in doing so, I barely made it through that match. Ninja always stops weirdly. Yeah, that's another one that's just goofy. I'm getting a little hungry. I might end up stopping the stream after another game or so because I gotta eat. Was good, Mag? Oh, it's not this team, but everything else is Nerms. Thanks for asking. Why are so many people stuck in Diamond this season? It's not that we're stuck here, it's that the season reset recently, and so the highest ranks in the game are in Diamond. Like, everyone is just so condensed together. So you just move up in ranks slower. Once people spread out a bit more and TMR gains are more balanced, then we will probably move up. But also, I've been win lose, or lose big and then win big another day. So overall, my win rate's probably pretty close to 50% for the season. All right, so this is a showdown player. Cool to see he's picked up a different team. I see a Digi, so I'm banning it. Tutsu goes down. That's fair. He does have a couple electrics. I have to be very careful about Gorong. It can't scale as fast, but I can't effectively kill it either because I don't have any mentals or digis. Got multiple toxics, which are also bad for me. Doesn't have any fires. I want to pick Tuvine, but I want him to not pick the Gorong, so I'll pick Brocklo. He picks Bashuk for sure. That makes enough sense. But I can just pick Tuvine then, and it's not too bad. Even though I can use like Uppercut. Uppercut does like 40%. Jungle, thank you for the follow. Ah, he realized my weakness. Still picked a Gorong. Okay, so that means I bring Hazrat and then Lava Waves with Synergy turn 1. Yeah, but I mean, bringing in a water against him with Shook feels bad. there a difference between Temtem and Temtem Showdown? Is Showdown just battles? Yes, so Showdown is just the battling simulator. You get the PvP, which in my part is the best part of Temtem. If you buy the the game of Temtem, then you can play the story mode, and you can also get more cosmetics for your PvP. You can get banners, titles, customize your character. You can get the equivalent of shinies, which is called Lumas in this game. Sock would be really nice this game. But yeah, it's all cosmetic stuff. Also, like Temtem, as if you play through the story of Temtem before you get into Temtem Showdown, then you know the type chart a lot better, and you know all the Tems because you've played through the game. So for that reason, it's pretty nice. I know, I've heard it's in Humble Bundle, which is really cool. So it's probably on some sort of discount. I'm actually not all that familiar with Humble Bundle. I'm the type of person to play one singular game for years on end, which is Temtem for me. Battle with your monsters from the story. Does XP not matter? So with Temtem Showdown, everything is already maxed out, ready for the PvP. In the story, if you buy Temtem the base game, you can still play on Showdown through the base game, but if you were to use your story Tems, they would have the same level and experience through the story. So you would have to get some specifically trained up for combat against, or for PvP if you wanted to do that. Alright, so I mean bringing in Gario here isn't great. It's really not. But Gario doesn't have a good board, and I just want the synergy for Lava Wave to inflict Seized. That does no damage at all. B-Jab on the Hazrat. Oh, a Wrenching Massage, interesting. Wonder if he's probably got a Mom's Lunch somewhere on his team. I'm going to Soil Steam. And I'm going to Lava Wave again, and I'm going to really hope that his Goron kills my Hazrat and not the Mashuk. I could see a double Heli Kick here, though. And depending on how much attack invest this Mashuk has, it probably kills my Hazrat. Oh, he uses Rush. That's also not good for me. I could have used Wastewater then and got the Toxic Tick. I was avoiding using Wastewater because the Toxic Ticks don't stack. And now Mashuk only takes 10% from the Toxic Farewell. Very sad. Actually, I probably should have been targeting the Mashuk this whole time because I have multiple things that wall this stupid Goron. But nothing that kills Mashuk. Oopsie. Yeah, that was a big mistake on my part. At least Goron goes down. Don't know if this is a parry or Mashuk or not. It seems to have a lot of stamina, so I'm guessing it is. Even though most of them I see are tireless. Ooh, that seems pretty squishy. Maybe it's not. I kill the Mashuk. And I'm in a decent place. He can't freely bring in Volphy, because I have Nicho Sai up on Saipat. I also have 2 Natures to swap in. And yet this is the most value the Volphy is going to get, so he should bring it in. We'll see if he does. He gets scared. He doesn't. So I'm going to Soil Steam, and I'm actually going to Nicho this slot as well. Predicting a swap to Volphy, but also because one more Soil Steam will not kill. Yeah, he does swap. He swaps in Momo, though. This won't do a whole lot, because I'm not max attack, but it's still some damage. He's actually got an up bar on the Momo. I wonder what he had on the Goron. I thought he would have Res Badge on the Momo, since it's... Goron gets just as much use out of the item. Gazuma has marbles, okay. Still interesting to see Gazuma on teams that aren't, that don't have Digis on them. The only Digi on this team was Molgu. I'm gonna Rockfall because I'm gonna OX with whatever I do. But at least Rockfall gets some chip on Gazuma while also finishing off the Momo. Turbo's kinda whatever. I hope he attacks Gario, but he's probably gonna attack Broccolum, yeah. Yeah, Undermine's actually really good, gets a special attack drop. I can't even say for sure if Rockfall kills here. It does. You can't bring in Volphy here, so Gario's still okay. If it's a base speed Mushuk, there's a possibility I'll outspeed it with Plague, and it'll OX if it uses Wastewater. Which would be very nice. Also getting some chip on it before I have to 1v1 it with Saku is cool. No, it's got some speed invest. It's actually got quite a bit because it outsped his Gazuma. I wonder what his Gazuma used. He just rested. He's not even trying to chip down Gario. He's just trying to kill Saku, and then he'll have a Volphy end the game. I need Wastewater to do not a lot. Yeah, I need a Soil Steam plus whatever OX from this Mushuk to kill. I think that's the only way I win. Because Gazuma still does a lot of electric damage. Yeah, I don't need that. It's just this damage is gonna hurt. Very badly, yeah. Oh, that's not a big OX. That sucks. And it lives on 2 health. I don't think it mattered anyways. He actually swapped. It's kind of interesting. I guess at least that way he's guaranteed to get another hit off with Mushuk. So GG's. I definitely needed to target the Mushuk early on. I could have dealt with the Gorong. Even though Gorong scaling its offenses is bad too. I don't think there was a good way out of that one. I have a melee core that loses to other melees. Yeah, I think I'll just play one more game and call it. 10 games on stream is pretty solid for a day, I'd say. Running out of time to get this Luma Blues, though. Halfway through the week. Not that I even particularly want it, and the chances certainly aren't high to get it, but it still would be nice. I got skunked the last Park week, going for pads. And here we are actually using a pad, so it's actually really sad. Its ETC skyrocketed, I believe, though. At least Ice Cubes did. So I don't even know if I would have been able to perfect one without spending $1 million. At that point, I could just buy a perfect one cheaper. Actually a pretty good time to just Digilayer for, since Digilayers give really high egg technique chances. And Saipad's 100% spawn rate, the percents for getting it is really high. So I might just do that sometime. Alright, so I think that was the longest queue we've had all day. Guess things are slowing down. Probably a good time to quit. Thank you for the follow, one. We see another Mashuk and an Adoro. Neither is surprising. Both super common Tems this patch. 2-2 gets banned, banning out my wins. Both Adoro and Mashuk are bad for me. I think Adoro's worse though, it gets more value with Toxic Skin. And Denigrate, it's a better spread move than Heli Kick. Mashuk also has lower stamina. So I can either OX it or it'll start killing itself faster. Though Tireless makes it a big problem. Yeah, he might just pick double Toxic on me. Though I doubt that. I pick 2 Vine. He really wants to pick Raiken, but could also pick 2 to Rock. So I could go Saipat as well. Saipat hits everything except Whiplump, and I guess it doesn't hit Nidrasil either. It's okay though. I can at least threaten with it. A Wastewater plus a Sharp Leaf would kill if he picks Tyrannac. Picks Whiplump, which is interesting. I can't actually hit the Whiplump with Saipat, so it kinda sucks. But if I survive the first turn, then I can. I have lots of counters for his Earth types. I think I ban either Nidrasil or Raiken. I'm gonna go with Raiken. Just because if it gets a kill, it skills and gets out of hand. Plus it also has Rush for Ultra Prio if I were to live anything with low health. Banning Saku, picking Gario means I have to pick my other nature, though I was going to anyways. Azrat's good value here. Hits Tyrannac or Nidrasil. Probably picks Turok here, which means I pick Gario. He doesn't pick Turok, and I pick Scaravolt. But he has no reason not to, it's just too good. It also walls 2-Vine completely. Resists all 3 of its types. Oh my goodness. Didn't bring Turok. That's very strange. But it's a welcome decision to me. Turn 1 here. 2-Vine is nice against Nidrasil and Mashuk. That's it. He's got his only wind resist on the field. Whiplump has lots of counters. It's looking like I just doubled him with Shook. Psypat's just there. It really doesn't do much here. Nox Bomb wouldn't knock the Whiplump out of Plethoric, so there's no point in trying. I'd rather just get bonus chip on Mashuk, or whatever swaps in. Tyrannac, if it's Frightnac, I actually deal super effective damage, which is cool. It is not Frightnac, but that's okay. Stab, Schween's Horn still does nice damage. It's a very bulky Whiplump. Most water cannons from him do more. Was valuable for Gario. Hazrat's nice for Nidrasil. Scaravolt doesn't want to eat a water move, but also it's about the only thing I have to swap in this situation. If the Nicho knocks us or does like half of Whiplump's health, I guess it would have to be a little over half. I could finish it with Ninja, which would be nice. Tyrannac doesn't have Outgrowth yet, so Psypath's not really in any danger. Wow, no, it is a really bulky Whiplump. So a Water Cannon actually will not kill Scaravolt. Unless his Tyrannac is speedier than... Oh, you know what? It probably is, because I scuffed my Scaravolt speed. So unless his Tyrannac is also scuffed for Naga, then I won't outspeed it before it's able to get the Outgrowth and finish off Psypat. It's pretty likely Whiplump just swaps here too, yeah. Nidrasil. Maybe even Mom's Lunch. I'm not sure. No, not Mom's Lunch. Yeah, Tyrannac outspeeds. Unfortunate. Psypack goes down. It doesn't. It does not go down. Where did my Psypack get all this stamina from? Is that a stamina bug? I don't want to OX. Well, Tyrannac dies to a sneeze, so I'm just going to kind of ignore it. It can't hit Scaravolt, and Psypat dies this turn anyways. It's just a matter of how much damage can I get off before Psypat dies. If he didn't use a spread move, I could just use Venomous Claws, finish off the Tyrannac, and keep the Psypad alive. But I'm pretty sure he's going to use Allergic Spread here. But that also means Nidrasil goes down, because Fire Tornado should just about finish it off. I don't have anything to eat a fire. I guess he's got Gario. He could swap in Gario, that would make sense. For that reason, I'm going to click Magma Cannon. Ah, shoot. If Gario's on the field, though, it doesn't matter, because I just bring in Broccolum on the Death Swap. For that, I need Tyrannac to die. Yeah, so it was a stamina bug, so I actually OX here. It said I had 17 stamina, though. It doesn't really matter, because he used a spread move. All it means is that I didn't click a stronger move on the dead Tyrannac. I'm gonna bring in Hazrat here. I know the Gario's coming in, that's fine. But Gario does not have Rockfall up, so it can only hit one of these two. And more than likely it's gonna choose Hazrat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Electric Storm, cover for the Whiplump swap in, and then Lava Wave, which would kill Nidrasil or also take down a lot of Mashuk's health. Scaravolt lives, or Scaravolt doesn't get attacked, breaks the evasion, and then I can bring in Broccolum and finish off with a Plague later. Best case scenario, yeah, I want Mashuk to swap in here so that if he does not swap in anything here, that would be bad. I actually want him to swap in Mashuk so that it takes damage and I can finish it off with 2 Vine. Okay. Sad. He's smart. Never underestimate a good player. Oh, well, my Hazrat lives somehow, some way. Let's bring in Broccolum. So I'm pretty sure Gario can actually live a Plague. So I need Resin Trap if I want to kill the Gario. He brings in Mashuk. Could just double Gary though, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't know for sure that I'm faster than this Mashuk, so I'm gonna Venomous Claws. I should do enough just so that Plague gets the kill. If he swaps to Whiplump, I think this double-in still kills it. He can't use Helicopter Kick, because that would give Broccolum evasion. Oh, that barely killed. Uses P-Jab. Tries to make sure that his Wastewater kills for sure, but it still gives me the evasion, so that's a very strange choice. I'm going to Resin and then Venomous Claw again. if the Whiplump kills Hazrat here, then I need to kill it, because they can get a water cannon off on my 2-Vine, and that would be bad. And this is definitely a bulkier Parry or Mashuk though, so I'm not sure if my 2-Vine's gonna be able to pull through in the end. I'm gonna need Broccolum to do 30% with Inner Spirit to it again. Ugh. We'll see. Okay, Whiplump will die. It did attack Hazrat, but it just wasn't a risk I could take. Or just, I couldn't take any damage. He just rests on Mashuk to save stamina because he'll be in for a long end game. So I'm going to Inner Spirit Mashuk. I'm going to Feather Galling, so I can guaranteed get the Turbine next turn. You would have doubled Brock here if you were him. Well, if Wastewater doesn't kill, he just gives me evasion again, and then Hazrat's still alive to get a Lava Wave off. I should have looked at how much health I had. Because I didn't. Ah, it doesn't matter, I just Turbine next turn. He doesn't have any way to outspeed me. That really is strong. Wastewater doesn't kill, he just loses anyways. That's fair. Actually, Soul Shout does more because... Okay. GG, Savannah Lion. Always nice to end a day off with a win. Promo? No promo. Right. Before I head off, I'm gonna go check the auction house real quick. I can do that off stream actually. I should just... Let's see if there's anyone to raid. Alright, Teo Sinhos, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's streaming again. He does not speak English, but if anyone just wants to watch some more comp content, or happens to speak, I think it's... Actually, I don't know, I already... It's something to watch if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the new follows today. Thank you for all the support and hoping that I can win in the Invitational. I'll hopefully... Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be back tomorrow. My schedule's kind of whack, but maybe I will be. Other than that, I will see you guys later. Bye.